Welcome to the Indices, and here we're looking at CBA, and one of the reasons for this is because CBA is one of our leading stocks, and things sort of in their own way tend to push and pull in this particular direction. So what we're looking for here in the bigger picture is from this low here, we're looking at a 5-wave structure moving to the upside here. So in this third wave where we are now, we'd also be looking for 5 waves in here as well. And in this little 5th wave here, we'll also be looking for 5 waves in here as well. This is a monthly chart, by the way. So if we just sort of keep that in mind there somewhat and move into the daily chart here, just give me time here to sort of pull this into place here. Look, I'll just clean this up a little bit here. One of the main things that we're sort of looking for here is that from this point here, well, from here we've got the A, the B and the C here, and then we're looking for as a 4th wave, and then we're looking for up for 1, A, B, C for 2 here, and then the 3rd wave here is all of this here, okay, so which is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we've got wave 1, wave 2 and wave 3 here. Right, so with that in mind, we've got wave 4 here, which is coming in on the 80 here. So 8's a bit of a profit taking number. So we can see here that we're in wave 4 here, and wave 4s can get a little bit sideways and complicated. So look, this may not be over just yet. It may get large, bigger and uglier. I don't know. But the Monday was up, so sorry, the Friday was up, so the Monday will push, hopefully push through as well. We don't have a lot of volume in this particular bar, but look, this is a corrective pattern. It's going choppy, so it's corrective. So at some point it will move up. So that's the reason I'm mentioning this for, is because the pattern on the Australian market, the ASX 200 here, we'd been looking for there's a couple of wave counts in the bigger picture, but if we use CBA as a bit of a sounding board, what we can say here is that the move down through here, we were looking for a 50-60% retracement level, and we've kind of got that, haven't we? And we know that the market's over sold at this particular point here, so we're looking for possible upside here. That's our sort of bias, and this move up through here that we were last looking at through here appeared to be in a impulsive wave, so like 5 waves. So then we'll obviously, once we've got 5 waves, then we're looking for a counter trend, and that counter trend is in play here now. So that low at 5427 should stay in place. So you can put a stop at 426. And if we drill in here a little bit, this is the move up through here, and we're looking for a move back. And so far this move up through here is positive as well. So this little move here has got 5 waves in it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's positive. This is corrective. So this should move up through here as well. Just got to be careful that this is not an A and a B and a C that comes into here, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 into here. So it could complete into here. It could just cover that gap there, so to speak, and fail from that point there. Okay, so keep that in mind. So any real sort of new long trade from here would want to have that 54.72 as a nice retested support. So it needs to cover that gap, and if you can kind of imagine you got 5 waves here and covering that gap, then you'd look for an A and a B and a C, so coming back, but it should stay above that 54.50 there. So once that's been after you've got 5 waves up and this comes back and tests here, and you've testing some low in here somewhere, then you can place the stop at 5446 in here. So that's sort of what we're looking for there. We're looking for a move up. The Australian dollar is still supportive. We just got to kind of, look at CBA sort of moving from the upside there. I mean, there's other stocks in that sort of kettle of fish as well in that basket. Woodside's another one, you know, in a wave 4 as well, which will just sit out. So there is that sort of potential for the upside, and we've been working this low here, and I think just continue working it and look for the upside strength in that case. Onto the US markets, we know that if I just have a quick look at the bonds here, I know that the bonds, the notes rather, at 125 there's going to be a resistance here that gives the chance for the S&P 500 to move up a little bit. I know that they're oversold overbought at this point here as well, because they're facing old highs. But it's just something that I mentioned last week, and I think we should continue to look at it. If the 125 becomes the support, then that's going to place pressure on the S&P 500. They'll be sort of not mirror opposites, but pretty close. So it's just worth sort of keeping an eye on that. So the S&P 500, like I mentioned before, we could be in this being a wave 3 here. We could be in a larger wave 4 moving down through here, but I won't go into that just now, not until while this market is above 1850 and also in group 2 here as well. So group 2 is the 65, 72 and the 80. And we do have this little pattern here, which is in 3 waves here. So while that's in 3 waves here, then we're likely to push up higher through here. So stops under the group 2 and look to add on the 1880 to the upside there. The Dow Jones is the same as well. Look, 16,500 is a medium level. 65 could be $6.50, $16.50. It's a medium level. It carries a lot of weight, and while the market is sitting above that, then it's in bullish mode, and you just need to find ways to move in. So buying strength, and buying pullbacks and so forth. The DAX is the same as well. While it's above 9.5, then it's positive. Below that, it's negative as a retested resistance as such. You know that we're looking at quite a large sort of triple top as such. If I can just find that for us. Here we go. So on the daily chart here, there's possible triangle pattern finished at this point here in terms of wave 3 to wave 4 here, and the A, the B, the C, the D and the E here. It's fitting, but I also understand that it can get a bit bigger and uglier, but it seems to be sort of holding up okay. You know, we were looking for 5 waves up through to here. Got an ABC pattern here. It's above 9,500, 5 being the second strongest number. It's spending time there, isn't it? You know what I mean? Sort of gathering strength, enough strength to push up here, because as I mentioned, Gan would say that it's normally the 4th time it pushes through. So this is the 4th time here. All these are quite close. I'd consider them all as one, where these are quite separate from one another. So look, while it's above the 95, then we're looking long, and we want to be looking up at 10,000 and above there. So, finding support on 9,600 is a trade that once you're in it, you'd want to sort of stay in it, And the same with the FTSE as well. With the FTSE just on the 1 hour here, and we've just been working this chart here for a while. Basically, when we got here, we exited our long positions and we're just waiting for a corrective pattern to come into play. And we're looking at this as being an A and a B and a C correction across here. So that's all fine. And then we're looking for support on the 6.8 here. And look, if you're in long, then that's fine. Keep the stops at 6,666 here under the 72 here, or even 63. But the other side of the coin here, if this market is going to push up from this trend through here, then the 68, if you're not in long, then it's okay. But 68.30 is where you would want to get in. If that becomes the retested support, then you want to be long at that point there. So it's not there at the moment, but that's what you'd be looking for, 68.30, as a retested support for long positions to the upside. The 68.20 as a retested resistance is the first sign of weakness within group 1. Yeah, and we've gone over the ASX 200. So look, above the 54.72 is positive, but once again, this can be an A wave, a B wave, and 5 waves here for the C wave here. So there will be some type of corrective pattern here. Then look for it over here because it can fail once it's covered that gap there. But the daily is oversold, so there's potential to the upside, and the bigger count pushes it to the upside, and possibly the CBA and the Woodside and a few of those other ones there hopefully coming out of their wave 4s. It's not clear because wave 4s get big and ugly, but it's possible that they can move up from this point here. All right, cheers.